Good afternoon, people. It's an absolute beautiful day for a number of reasons, because I'm driving with my beautiful partner. She won't let me put her on screen, but she's there. She's rocked out a huge master, I like to call it master's degree business workshop about understanding of, there's a lot of visionaries out there, but there's a lot of people like myself that we're really good at making noise and really good at putting energy out, but you need to, you need the steps, you need to, the understanding of how do you get there. If you want to get over to A to B, you don't just make it up, you need to get there. So this live stream, people, is something that I like to really do my research of what's happening out there. Hey everyone, good to have everyone on. If I don't say hello, it is because I am driving in peak hour traffic at Punt Road. If anyone lives in Melbourne, they know Punt Road. And what time is it? It's about 6:30, so we're going to a birthday party. So I'm concentrating on inspiring you guys, and I'm concentrating on the road as well. Plus, obviously, if I get to see the names, I'm going to say hello. So the reason why I want to hold this while we're driving, because, obviously, of course, I'm occupied with my beautiful partner, but there's something that I really wanted to get off my chest, and I think, a lot of people would agree with me. And the two most abused words and misconcepted words that people like to use, and let's maybe use a third one, narcissists. So people like to use this word narcissist. How long has this been around? I've only heard it for about a year. Is someone just made it up, or has it been around for a long time? But what I want to talk about is people that judge and people that have opinions are absolutely, and especially, I'm putting two words together today. I've been blending all my words in. Amazing. We'll call it the Lee Bundy language. And the judgment and opinions of other people are actually stealing the magic from people that are actually good people. So people that have got pain, they're going to want to judge others. People that aren't complete and that have their own pain, they're like a cobra. They want to spit that venom out on people. And if you have judgment, or if you have opinions, everyone's going to have opinions. Why don't you have facts? Why don't you go and do and actually get the results, or actually have the results about what you're speaking about? So then it's not an opinion. It's not your uneducated thoughts or your opinion. It's actually facts that you've lived there, and say, yeah, look, I've done that, or or I failed it, but I can give you a fact I got it, or a fact I didn't. You know what I mean? So, and this is the thing what I don't like. The judgment from people, and especially on social media, especially the way they look, because if you get a group of people that are judging someone, but this person's actually a great person, but you get a number of people, and it actually tarnishes the people's reputations. You get people that might have had one little bad experience because maybe they were dickheads, or maybe something would happen, or at that time these people they align, and then they're going to hold on judgment, and then they say it to someone else, and this person wants to get involved, and before you know it, you've got this happening, and then it starts to just drip feed. And it's really, it's really upsetting, because what I'm really seeing as well, that there's some really good people out there that are having their magic ripped from them, their personalities tarnished because of other people's judgment and opinions. So what I would say to these people that are judging and have opinions is that, why don't you live a little bit, get a bit of experience, and instead of you putting out that venom on other people, turn around and look at you, and because I'm sure you're far from perfect. And that's an opinion. There you go. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm giving you an understanding and teachings that I'm leading people into that. So, being a person of master of, human behavior, and that's why it wasn't an opinion. It's why people act that way, because of this. That's because you've studied it, and you've done it yourself. But what I want to talk about is the judgment that other people are putting on someone from the way they look, from the way that girls dress, from what they drive or what they don't have. It's really, really sad, because there are a lot of people out there, and I give so much respect to you all. You are doing so great with what you've got, and there are other people out there, as we all know, that are doing so less with what they got. They're not appreciating it, they're not working it, and it's always a choice. But for all you go-getters, for all you people that want to go and make something of your life, for all you people that are, look, I don't really like the word hustling. Let's start saying leading yourself. Getting shit done. Hustling for me you know, it looks like, and it feels like resistance. Yeah, hustling seems hard. So that's why I don't like to use that word. That's just, you know, my point of view. So what I want to just talk to you about as well, that the people that are getting it, the people that are going after it, keep going after it, because what happens is a lot of these people will lose hope, they will lose motivation, they lose their conviction, and they lose focus because other people are judging them or their opinions. These people do not have a strong enough mindset, so they start believing people that don't give a shit about them, so they start believing and don't give a shit about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I've been there. I've been there many times in my life that, you know, a lot of people would say to me, who's this big, you know, this big tattooed, used to say steroid guy standing up there? What value can he add to me? You know, because he doesn't have a suit, he doesn't have a bow tie, he doesn't have glasses, or he doesn't have a comb over. And I just find that really, really disappointing, because why do you need to look a certain way? Why do you need to drive a certain car? Why do you need to live in a certain area? Why do you need to be a certain color or a certain whatever, even gender, for you to be someone of value? You know what I'm saying? And I find it really, really disappointing. And look, you know what? And I'll give you something. This is my analysis. So, me and my good friend and my VIP client, Gary Slade, we met Gary V. I'll be honest with you, people. With Gary V, if you're talking about, you know, if you saw him in the street, you wouldn't look at him twice. But because he's out there and he's doing what he's doing, you know, there's so many people that go, oh my God, he's probably say 5'7", but why I'm telling you this, it's not about, you know, people's opinions. Belinda goes, I love you. We need heart-centered male leaders, strong men who are vulnerable and most importantly real. Oh, I love that. I love that. That is spot on what I'm always working to be a part of. You know, I'm very vulnerable. I know when I fuck up. I know when I, you know, spit when I talk. I know when I'm a prick, when I'm, you know, being in my feminine to my beautiful, you know, feminine queen. Obviously, feminine's not good. She just laughs. Yeah. See, we're matching colours. See that? And I'm gonna smash it in a minute. Sorry, guys. So it's actually really funny. If you can see the cars around us, I can see them because they always do that. And they drove up close, and it's really, really funny. Did you see that? Then that just came to you, and a video recognized you, and they said, "Do you want to tag Jabal in this?" That is. Did you know that was live? And it's actually funny that you see these people behind us, and you see them, and they talk because, you know, we're doing a live stream, and I'm like, well, yes, I want to be the #1 transformational coach in the world, so I'm always going to be adding value. Next, I'll probably be doing live streams on toilets, so we'll rock that out. So that's a thing as well. So there's people there and there's people behind us, they're judging and they've got opinions. But you know what, people? This is when you need to have that thick skin. This is when you need to just worry about what you're doing. Well, don't worry about them, because if you worry about them, you'll start forgetting about yourself, yeah? And this is another important thing what I want to say. I am the worst, but getting better at proofreading. Yeah, so I'll get excited about something, and I want to you know, just anything. I want to type something up or put something up somewhere, and I don't proofread because I've never wanted to be an English teacher. I never wanted to be a grammar professor, and I never want to do that. You know, and it's really sad that people will spot out the spelling mistake. Hey, Natasha, your sister's on.
Hi. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Yes. For the little one's birthday. You better have some unicorn cake. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll smash my face in it. So I've too much I haven't even drank today. I was going to say too much pre-workout. I haven't been to the gym. Anyway, too much of me being an idiot. So the funny thing is, what were we talking about? Now I forgot. Do you remember what I was talking about? I can't even remember what I was talking about now. That doesn't happen much. So, oh, here we go. Wait, I'll get back there. So what happens is that when we get distracted, that obviously what's happening with everyone else. She goes, hi, I have any hair left? Judgmental people. Yes, yes. People, what was I talking about? Let me get back there. I know I was talking about judgmental people, but then I went to, it always happens. I look at her beauty and I get stunned. Yeah. So you're gonna have people everywhere. Yeah, you're gonna have people. That's what we're talking about. Spelling, and I've had a lot of people send me messages or say, oh, you spelt that wrong and the rest of it. And my dad does it in a really good way. He goes, hey son, look, just letting you know, you are a well-known coach. Just maybe if you spell that right. That's cool, because he's doing it because he doesn't want me to look like an idiot in other people's opinions. And I said, I appreciate it. But then I asked him, I go, did you read what I wrote? He goes, of course I did. I go, did you get the message what I wrote? He goes, of course I did. He goes, I got that first, the spelling mistake second. Okay, that's why he's my dad. Let's flip it on other people. Then they see the spelling mistake and they go and they send me a message. Okay, cool, thank you. I'm gonna do better at that. Thank you. What was my message? Oh, I don't know. I didn't read your post. Are you fucking kidding me? I've just given you the recipe to change your life, but you're focusing on spelling mistakes. So check this out. This is not judgment. This is not opinion. This is the real world. What you do in one area, you do in all. Yeah? If you are going to look for stupid little significant mistakes, you are going to get stupid but bigger significant mistakes in your life. You feeling me? So that's what you see. If you look at mistakes, it's because you have mistakes in you. If you look at people's weaknesses, and this is not judgmental opinions, this is fact of someone that studied human behavior and understand this shit, and I'm not too bad of a coach either. And what you're doing is you're focusing on other people's problems. You're focusing on other people's weaknesses. Why do you think that any relationship with another human being breaks down? I want you to answer this. Why do you think it breaks down? So with any other human being, why do relationships break down? Why do families break down? Why? You tell me. I was going to put some intermission music on. I want you guys to teach me this. Why does any interaction with two or more human beings break down? If you get it, I'll give you a lollipop. Do you know? She does. She does. All right, why you're not answering, I'm going to teach you anyway. The reason why interactions with two or more human beings break down is, firstly, it's the wrong communication, but secondly, it is humans focusing on each other's weaknesses, not their strengths. Yeah? It is that when you're with someone, you don't go, well, you know what? I want to marry you, but you're a fucking bitch. Yeah? What do we say? Cats and communication. Lack of respect in communication. Yeah, so look, you've got the communication part, but what happens is that each person will start to focus on weaknesses. Yeah, you don't focus on the strengths. Like, you don't say to someone, I want to marry you, you bastard. I have to give Natasha a lollipop now. She got it right. We'll bring it tomorrow. So with all these things that are coming about, is that you see the relationships, because you either get bored with one another, your identities change, you develop more weaknesses. And this is what it is. Look, if you aren't working on yourself, and it doesn't matter, you're not working on yourself in a relationship, if you're not changing your mindset in anything, if you're not just growing as a human being, then you're dying, yeah? And what happens is, David Tung goes, you want a lollipop? I don't want what lollipop you want, mate. This is PG. It's still 6:30 before 10 o'clock. You stay in Vegas. You didn't give me an invite, so I'm very upset with you. So with that, and understanding how people's minds work, that if you're focusing on the problems, and this is what's happening in the world, instead of you seeing someone being successful and then judging them and having opinions and wanting to put them down, why don't you say and go, look at that person, that's fantastic, look at their strengths. Don't go, oh my God, what is she wearing? Look at this person, why are they doing like that? Oh, this person, what do they know? Well, they didn't say that word right, and there's a spelling mistake there, and so on and so forth. That's what happens, yeah? Belinda goes, you have to build each other up, not tear each other apart and finding a perceived faults. Oh, nice. You've got some heavy hitters there, Belinda. You should be a coach. You might be a coach. I don't know. So that's awesome. And Rohit, good to have you on, man, back in Melbourne, and everyone else that it's on here. And it's, what's fantastic as well, is that there's a lot of people that, we might not be so much in each other's in environment, but obviously we're friends on Facebook or not, and some people get on. But I really appreciate everyone getting on and wanting to learn, especially it's Sunday. It's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. You're either with the family or you could be having a few drinks, because that's what we will be doing soon. But I appreciate everyone being on. So, And let's be honest, the next time you want to judge, the next time you want to have opinions, because any opinion is like a flag flapping in the wind, yeah? There's no structure, there's no stability. It's just like pop, 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 flapping in the wind. And the silly thing about that is, you know, it's more like, oh yeah, and you know, broke Uncle Bob, that's on, you know, whatever, he hasn't got money, doesn't matter if he's on Centrelink, he's telling you how to invest money. You know, and I've met some people, some family members, you know, they've been on the dole for how long, and that's okay, that's up to them, that's not too bad, but, you know, they don't know how to invest, they don't know how to coach, but they're telling me, well, do this and do the rest of it and rah, 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 and I'm thinking, well, have you done it? You know what I'm saying? Have you done it? I'm a Herbalife health coach. Oh, beautiful. There you go. So you know how that rolls. So that's awesome stuff. I'm sure that if you've got these, you know, if you're sharing this information, you must be rocking it, Belinda. Awesome stuff. I know a lot of people that do Herbalife as well. I used to do isogenics, so it's very similar. So knowing all this stuff, people, and you know, and this is another thing as well. And this is just throwing it out there. This is not, you know, focusing at anyone. If people have these answers, but you have to make sure you're applying it in your own life, yeah? Because it is easy to put it up here. It's easy for me to talk and the rest of it, but it's very incongruent or not in integrity. Do we keep going straight here? Yeah. Yep, cool. And otherwise we end up driving, we end up we might as well visit your sister, go to Seymour. And, you know, and this is the thing as well. I'd be a hypocrite if I was there talking and, you know, doing live streams, coaching, if I wasn't living it, because you would see it. You would see it. You can't sit there and, or maybe some people can, but talk so many times, do live streams when it's unscripted, talking from the heart, because you've been through it. And that's why I love what I do. You know, being around so many people, I learn so much from my clients and my environment, because you're dealing with people and you really get that understanding from it. So there are so many different things that, you know, you really want to be taking in perspective, yeah? So like I always say, you know, a lot of people are using this word narcissism. Like, honestly, every time I hear about it, it reminds me of Nazis, you know, like the neo-Nazis. Like, where did it come about? Like, if anyone's great at English, has this been a word that's just created all of a sudden, like consciousness is on everyone's minds, and, you know, quantum physics and all this fucking space age bullshit? And, you know, that's, everyone's using these words to be in it, but are you actually living it? Are you living, breathing it? You know, you're getting the results, and that's what I want to know. What did Steve say? If you're not evolving, you're not growing or thriving. Exactly. Every day you should be stretching. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. The reason why, when I'm in the car, instead of listening to the radio and other music, which is quite cool and relaxing, the reason why I love to show up doing live streams and teach, because that's what I'm doing. I'm thriving, I'm growing, I'm evolving, and, you know, and I'm hopefully adding some value, which I do know I'm adding value, because obviously you see the people that, you know, that you're changing their lives and the feedback that you get. And obviously, you know, the people that get into judgment and opinions, they're going to obviously have that understanding of who they are. And this is the funny thing. Check this out. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong. When people don't know you and you're a so-called, maybe in their eyes, a nobody, they put you down, they will judge, they will say you're shit, but they will blah, 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 and they will pick on you, yeah? But all of a sudden, you might get a break. You might become, because you're on the news, or a journalist, or the rest of it, and you might, you know, you might be a somebody. Do people less likely to judge and have an opinion when they see you on the media, when they see you in a movie, when they see you getting interviewed, when they see you getting photos with all the famous people? Of course they do. Why? You're just the same person, but why do they do it? We turn left up here. The first left?
Yeah.
Cool. And this one, yeah?
Big roundabout.
This one? Oh, no, I passed it. Oh, cool. Oh, then we go right.
This one.
Oh, this one, cool. Fuck, they're all the same.
It's a big roundabout.
Oh, it's just like race cars. It's like Gran Turismo. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to attempt to talk because I'm getting motion sickness. I'm going a bit fast around this bend. Beautiful. I know where we are now. So let's make sure we don't get a live pulled over parking fine, yeah? So this is it. The people that are going to judge, the people going to have opinions, and this whole narcissist thing that's happening on there, it is the reason why anyone's going to inflict any pain, anything that doesn't serve anyone, because they have pain in themselves. The way you act, who you are is a complete reflection of you. Yeah? If you're very calm, if you're very collected, if the rest of it, and you make people feel like that, is because you're very centered, you're controlled, and then so on and so forth. And going back to what I said about always thriving to expand, to stretch, to grow, that one of my biggest growth exercises is showing up and talking to a screen and other people putting messages on there, and we call it interaction, which it is, and we call it live stream, because I am practicing what I preach. I'm not sitting there going, well, fuck everyone and this shit in the world and the rest of it. You know, maybe that was the old me, but the new me is I want to add value. I want to give you, it's not judgment, it's not opinion. I'm giving you hardcore facts, and I'm giving you facts about human behavior, yeah? So if you're someone that, you know, you might find that you're looking at, you say, oh, look at that person, look at that girl, the rest of it, the world is fucked up already, people. Yeah, there is so much pain, there's so much judgment. Why can't we get to better? And I want to ask you something. Please answer this truthfully. When you do something bad by someone, by either, you know, if you have an argument with somebody or you say something bad about someone, how does it make you feel? But what about this? Maybe this is me. Maybe it's an opinion of me. What about when you say to someone, and you see someone doing something great, and you give them a compliment, or you see someone, you know, killing it and smashing it and, you know, being successful, and you're like, fuck, that's fantastic. Look at this person. They've come from nothing and they've gone to something else. I'm so proud of them. This person doesn't want to let me in. Are we turning left up here or straight? Go first left? Cool. Sorry guys, as you can see, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm saying. No, I know what I'm saying, but I don't know where I'm driving. So, and that's the thing, that when you even know a stranger, or you can say that and focus on people's strengths, when you can focus on people's strengths and you give them that love to say, keep going, that's fantastic. Even if they might not be there, but how good do you feel about it? Do you feel better about yourself? Of course you do, because that is naturally, organically, us humans, the way we're supposed to vibrate, the way we're supposed to be aligned. Do you know what I mean? But if you come from, you know, this perspective of, oh, look at this person and that bitch and her fake this, look at this idiot, too many tattoos, and why is he always on live stream, what a spastic, and the rest of it, it's really it becomes really sad. Because I'll be honest with you guys, my own family, not my mum, my dad, my sister, obviously my beautiful partner, but I've got strangers that support me more than my family. You know, if you're talking about, you know, external family. And the way I look at that is, okay, and what it is, oh, that's just Lee, he's doing whatever. And, you know, they sort of get used to it, and you expect that. So what did Dave goes, safe driving, I will. How's Vegas, by the way, mate? Hopefully you're enjoying the cocktails in the casino by yourself. You don't invite your old mate. And I was going to say, you wanted a lollipop, mate? There you go, you can go to Vegas and have it. So that's all right, guys. You probably don't know me and Dave. Dave Tung is a good bloke, but that's a personal joke anyway. If he wants to say something, your vibe attracts your tribe. Exactly, it does. So you know, the better you get at being you, the better you get. Dave goes, well said. The better you get at being you, and the energy you are, you're going to attract that, and you know that. And this is a thing that, you know, what I learned from my beautiful partner today. You know, obviously we have a typical person that we want to work with, typical people we want in our environment. As the, you know, the business terms they call avatar. I didn't know what avatar was until the movie came along, to be honest with you. And actually my VIP client said that the same thing. He's actually going to the Avatar concert today. So avatar's all in our head. But if you don't know who you're going to attract, or even in a partner, and you're just going to make it up, you need to build those qualifications up in yourself for you to attract it. Yeah, and I was thinking that. So if I want to attract this high-end, amazing client, the interaction, this and that, all the rest of that, then I need to be a reflection of that. Dave goes, I'm in Toronto, -6. You're in Toronto, you get around, mate. You are a traveling S, aren't you? You get around. Stop teasing me, mate. I'm teaching you. So David travels the world, mate. I don't know what you do, but no, I know what he does. He's an amazing investor. So Dave, we need to start working on my portfolio. And you know, I don't want to keep going in circles, people, as well. So if you're going to judge, and if you're going to be a narcissist, if you're going to have an opinion, just stop. And instead of you being reactive, be proactive and say, well, am I doing this because I've got that within me? Am I doing it because it's a reflection of my pain and my broken bits in my mirror that I'm going to reflect on the world? Because you put that out, do you think that you're actually addressing yourself? No, what you're doing, you're inflicting that pain, because it's very easy to do that, keep the mirror, but it's very confronting to turn the mirror back on you. Yeah? So what I say is, you will become less judgmental, you will become less opinionated, and this word narcissism that I don't even know and I don't want to know, that everyone uses that, you'll become less narcissistic, maybe that's the fucking word, when you keep working on yourself. Yeah? Don't worry about everyone else, because, you know, we've all got work to do. The best coaches, the best mindset, the best love fucking parade, you know, guni gugu, yoga teachers, whatever, they all have work to do. So turn the mirror away from others, the judgment, the opinions, and the narcissism, and turn the mirror back on you and just keep rocking it out, people. Yeah? There is enough blame, there is enough attack, there's enough pain in the rest of that, and let's all come together. And whatever you might have had, if you've had a bad experience with somebody, then you know what, give them love and just say, hey, you know what, at that moment they weren't their best, or I wasn't my best, or we didn't align, and just move on from it. Give love, give appreciation, fuck the judgment and the rest of it. And and this is something that I'm still working, and I won't say, look, I'm going to be honest, that I know if someone's done something bad with me, I hold on to it, yeah? I would say, how fucking dare you, and I've given you everything and helped you to get this and be this person and rest of it and rah, 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 and then you go and shit on my face and then go bag me out. Well, if that's the way the person's going to be, and the reason why I was doing this live stream is because I saw a group of people that were opinionated and were giving judgment over someone that's absolutely amazing, and it was really tarnishing their success. It was really tarnishing their, you know, their social status. It was really tarnished them, and they weren't that person, yeah? Yes, exactly, Alan. It all comes down to self-healing, and that's what it's about. Every day we heal. Every day we heal, because yes, we'll get distracted, come back, heal, and then lead. And that's, you know, that's the way I like to rock it out. So, are we going straight still? Cool. So have an amazing weekend, people. Instead of you being, you know, reactive and be, you know, coming from judgment, coming from opinion and so on and so forth, take a deep breath, step back and go, is this actually a reflection of my pain? Am I just being the cobra spitting that out on me? And instead of doing that, take a step back and go, hold on a minute, what can I do to be moving forward? Now I'm willing to release the force, the things, the people of resentment, whatever no longer serves me, my greatest good for my mind, body, house, life, business, especially you. I love that shit. That is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And I'm loving it. Thank you, Belinda. And if I'm being very unthoughtful, but if you've been on my live streams, like this is, I know the picture and the name, but thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate that. And rocking it, thank you for the support. So everyone, thank you. Hopefully everyone's having a great night, whatever you're doing. What I'll quickly say is, I know a few people are on here that were going to be part of what we were doing on Sunday. We were part of the VIP teaching, where we're just going to have a hand select people. That's going to be a group. I call it a group conscious call as well. And then we're going to be offering $1,000 for people if they're going to be continuing their growth. And people that are attending as well are going to be part. I'm going to be giving half an hour of my coaching time, which is worth $500 in the Matty G. And we're going to be teaching some people the secrets that are unlocked. I won't say my greatness, because we're always growing, but unlocked my, you know, my ability to, you know, always show up and, you know, keep wanting to better myself. Yeah, it took me out from being suicidal, very aggressive, very in a dark place, to where I'm at now, and it keeps me aligned. So we're going to be sharing that next Sunday. So I know, Alan, you'll be a part of that. We'll send you the link. So if you want to be a part of that, send me an inbox and say, I'm ready for change. My team will send you a private VIP Zoom link and a little video message, and you'll be part of that, and you know, you'll be eligible to obviously get the $1,000 gift to continue your growth and so on and so forth, be part of the team and so on and so forth. So oh shit, there's a red. Sorry guys, I just almost went through that. I'm running a group conference call with women using Black Sabbath breast cancer world first. Awesome stuff. Beautiful. Actually, Eleni would, one of my really close friends, and is part of the team as well. She's beaten breast cancer as well. She had cancer, she's just beaten it, and it's getting a bit colder now. And yeah, she was just with us today, so I can pass that on. Awesome stuff, guys. Have an amazing day. I better start concentrating because yeah, there's a few cameras everywhere. Take care. Thank you. Like I said, if you want to know more about it, send me an inbox and we'll start rocking it out. Have a good one.